Hello students, this is your English lesson. In this lesson we are going to read a poem Everyone Sang from Oxford Modern English 5. Students, Everyone Sang is one of Siegfried Sassoon's most popular and widely anthologized poems. The poem was published in 1919, the year following the end of the First World War. Siegfried Sassoon, born in England in 1886, is best known for his poems inspired by his experiences in World War. Everyone Sang is an interesting poem which has been composed by an English poet and soldier Siegfried Sassoon to express joy after the war is over. The present poem refers to the end of the First World War in November 1918. Germans have been finally defeated by our soldiers. The poet tells that the end of war has already spread everywhere in the country. The poet celebrates this moment of happiness by the core of the heart. In the first stanza, the poet compares his joy with the joy of those birds who have been suddenly set free from the cages. According to the poet, the war is just like a prison. When the war ends, it gives freedom and delight to every heart of the soldiers. The war comes to an end. Everyone feels free like a bird, freed from its cage. So everyone is celebrating the end of the First World War. Even every soldier is happy. Everyone is singing and dancing. At last, the poet expresses his joy by telling that this kind of joy will never be felt again. Freedom, victory, and joy must be celebrated by all of us. Let's read the poem together. Everyone suddenly burst out singing, and I was filled with such delight, as prisoned birds must find in freedom, winging widely across the white orchards and dark green fields, on and out of sight. Everyone's voice was suddenly lifted, and beauty came like the setting sun. My heart was shaken with tears, and horror drifted away. Oh, but everyone was a bird, and the song was wordless. The singing will never be done. Now come to the exercises. A. Understanding the poem. Answer the following questions. A. Where do you think the people in the poem are? Answer. The people in the poem are in a war zone, probably in a trench. B. What comparison does the poet make in the first stanza? Answer. In the first stanza, the poet says his feelings of delight in the singing is just the same as imprisoned birds must feel when suddenly being able to fly in the open air. C. How did beauty come? Answer. Beauty came like the setting sun. D. What did the poet feel when he heard the singing? Answer. When he heard the singing, the poet felt that his heart was shaken with tears. E. What feeling left the poet when he heard the singing? Answer. The feeling of the horror of the war left the poet when he heard the singing. These questions are more difficult. Discuss them first. F. Which words and phrases does the poet use to get across the idea that the birds are actually free? Answer. The words and phrases the poet uses to get across the idea that the birds are actually free are winging widely across the white orchards and dark fields, and on and out of sight. G. How might the soldiers have felt before the singing started? What was their condition like at the time, and how would this have affected how they felt? Answer. It would have been like for the soldiers in the trenches, the constant bombardment and the lack of cleanliness, sleep and supplies, and horrible conditions the soldiers endured. 2. Can you find a rhyming pattern in the poem? Answer. A, B, C, B, B. 3. Answer the following questions with reference to context. My heart was shaken with tears and horror drifted away. A. Why was the speaker's heart shaken with tears? Was he unhappy? Answer. His heart was shaken with tears when he heard the singing and beauty came like the setting sun. No, he was not unhappy, but filled with delight. B. What made the horror drift away? Answer. The singing. B. Working with words. 1. Find words in the poem that are anagrams of the following. A. Wordless. B. Everyone. C. Drifted. D. Freedom. E. Suddenly. F. Delight. Complete the following table. Base form, simple past, past participle. A. Smell, smelled, smelt. B. Break, broke, broken. C. Read, read, read. D. Blow, blew, blown. E. Send, sent, sent. 2. Make a similar table in your notebook for the following. A. Throw, threw, thrown. B. Show, showed, shown. C. Buy, bought, bought. D. Fight, fought, fought. E. See, saw, seen. Thanks for listening. For new videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And if you like my videos, please share and like.